What's up, guys? It's the Gold Synapse, and today I will be reviewing Marvel's DareDevil. Marvel's DareDevil was released on April 10, 2015 to a Netflix subscription owner. It came with the first season and 13 episodes. It was a great season altogether, but there are some weak points and there are some strong points, and that's what I will talk about. Now, this is a spoiler-free review, and I will put up a second video, which is spoilers, so anybody that has seen it and wants to hear my opinion or hasn't seen it, but just wants to ruin it for themselves, can watch that. Marvel's DareDevil follows the story of Matt Murdock, a budding lawyer who has just started his firm with his friend. As a young boy, Matt was blinded, but his senses were extremely heightened, and he can sort of see the world around him. He decides he wants to make the city a better place, so he dons a black mask and a black getup and goes out and fights crime. Along the way, he helps a young woman get off for murder for a crime she didn't commit. She didn't murder the guy, obviously, because he can hear their heartbeats, so he knows if they're lying or not. She ends up working for them, and she's a pivotal role in the series. He also ends up getting to the top of the ladder of who all these gangs are working for, and it's a man named Wilson Fisk. Now, in Wilson Fisk, otherwise known as Kingpin, they really paint him as like this emotional guy. And then they'll jerk you right back into knowing that he is not a nice guy. He's a bad guy. He's a criminal. Like, there's a part where he's talking to a woman about how he just feels alone and he's like so sad and everything, and you start to feel bad for him, and then in the next scene he kills some guy for embarrassing him. So DareDevil goes and he tries to track down this guy, and that's basically where the story goes from there, and it builds up to a tension point, which if you watch my spoiler review I will talk about. They have a couple fights actually, and one thing leads to another, and then the series ends with a very opening possibility to a second season, which I really hope they do. Now, on to the overall tone. It is a gritty, dark tone. I very much relate it to Arrow. A lot of people are saying they think of it more as a Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale, like Batman vibe, but I personally feel it's more Arrow than anything else. It's very easy to cross the vulgar line in this TV show because they don't have the rules of the cinematic universe, the movies, of course, so they use things like all those things. Now, of course, I didn't actually say them, and I'm going to probably censor them because I want kids to be able to watch this and think if it's a right show for them to watch, but whatever. Actors. I thought the actors were great, even though I love Jon Favreau as Foggy Nelson in 2003's Daredevil. This guy who plays him is way better, I think. He just kind of nails the personality of the character. Charlie Cox, amazing Daredevil. He totally gets it. I totally believed he was blind. It was great. Now, when he becomes Daredevil, I detect a hint of the Bale voice. Like, sometimes, like in one of the fights, he goes, "Take a shot," and it's very, you can totally hear it's Bale influenced, but he also tries to keep it like his normal voice. First couple episodes are extremely gritty, and I love it. The fight sequence, the first fight sequence he has is with a couple of armed thugs, and he just goes to town on them. It is amazing. It is one of the best shows I've seen with the choreography, and I really like Arrow and I really like Flash, but I just feel like their fight choreography, obviously they're not dancing, but I just feel like the fight choreography in Daredevil is much more fluid and more like looked at, which is kind of weird since he's blind, but it's really good. Overall, I give this series, the season 1 at least, a 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was really, really good, and I definitely recommend checking it out. Now, there will be a spoilers edition, like I said. I'll probably put the link to it below, but it'll probably be up on my channel about 20 minutes after this one comes up. So, make sure you subscribe, comment, and like, and tell me what you guys thought of this season, or this show, if it's the end of it. I don't know. I'm the Gold Synapse, and I will see you later.